Let's take a moment to breathe. So, I wanted to talk today about the process of human awakening, evolution of humankind. When we talk about human awakening, we're talking about the process of becoming free, enlightened, becoming more, which is synonymous with the process of awakening to this moment and understanding that more is here and that we already are all that we could ever hope to be, and more. Centering and grounding in this moment is crucial to the process of awakening. As is answering all the unanswered questions that percolate in your mind. Either this or releasing and allowing them to be laid to rest. Because in order to truly awaken, we must know ourselves. And we must know where we stand and that we stand and what we stand for. When we are awakened, there is nothing we lack, and there is no more searching or seeking because we are found and we are here. When we talk about awakening on a planetary scale, we're talking about realizing our full potential as Earth, as a planet, as a humanity, as a society that can function and operate in total confidence and harmony, and out of a place of deep knowing and love and trust. This is the sense of falling that so many are familiar with when they are in safe, conducive settings where they can let go and be and fall into place. This is the process of waking up, and we use so many tools for this process. Song and dance and drugs and alcohol and meditation and sitting and relaxing and going on vacation and doing work. All of these are tools. Are we conscious of the tools we are using in our process of awakening? And can we come to a clearer sense of what these tools will lead to, what fate they will bring about for ourselves and for the collective? What is our vision for this universe, for this planet, for ourselves? Who are we becoming? We as humans are intelligent life forces, and we have the ability to tune into the future and to understand what is to come if we continue in the direction that we are moving. If we continue making the choices that we are making today, what choices are we making for our own awakening? And are they sustainable choices? Of course, we can turn to drugs for a momentary glimpse of cosmic intelligence, of truth, of trust, of harmony. But is this the direction that we want to head in? And is this taking into account the whole of the earth? Is this taking into account all of humanity? Our brothers and sisters and children and elders, are we being responsible consumers of tools for awakening? When we understand our values, we can use these as guidelines for our own individual process of awakening. And we can trust that these are shared by others and that they take into account the well-being of others. It's important to reflect. When we awaken, we feel deeply at peace, at once completely alone and individuated, while at the same time feeling at one with everything and everyone. This experience lets us see that our awakening process is intertwined with every single other being on this planet, past and present and future. And we are not isolated selves. We are part of the continued process of human evolution and the expansion of consciousness. When we listen and read from the thoughts and the mouths of other people, we're humbling ourselves and understanding that we are in fact one mind, and there are those who have pointed out aspects of awareness which are useful and helpful and transformative for the whole. Maybe not relevant to every single human, because we are each operating at a different level of awareness, but there are some leaders of thought which are beneficial to reflect upon and to integrate into our own experience. We can ride off of the backs of our ancestors, of the people who have come before us, and we can channel into the world new thoughts which, if we're tuning in, can be inspired by those who were so clear and so driven and so articulate in their understanding of the process of human awakening, so committed. And we too can become that committed and share from that place of certainty. Of course, skepticism arises, of course, doubt and questioning arises. We should be questioned. Everyone should be questioned. We should question our own ideas and assumptions and declarations. But at the same time, we can be operating from such a place of pristine clarity and confidence and awareness that we know that what we are contributing to the thought waves of human society as it evolves and grows are beneficial and should be shared with conviction. When we think about this world and the state of this world, the many, many lives, we cannot help but wonder where we come in. So I invite you to think about your place in the greater whole and what are you contributing to yourself, to your own growth? How are you facilitating it? And are you doing this in service to others? What are the things that you might change in order to see more clearly, in order to feel more clearly the foundation of who you are? In order to listen and to respond with more clarity and benevolent love to the beings around you who appear in your reality. Are you avoiding confrontation with yourself, with other selves, for the purpose of self-preservation? Preserving what? Or are you opening and letting go and understanding that you are not who you think you are? That you are in fact infinitely so much more than you could ever possibly imagine. That every single human who has walked this earth, Jesus Christ, Gandhi, Michelangelo, Da Vinci, Elon Musk, every single human is a representation of you and an aspect of you and a potential of what you might become. What are you allowing yourself to become and why? What are your motives? And are you sharing these? Are you sharing these with yourself? Do you know who you are and what you're trying to share with the world, what you're going for? And are you allowing this through your being? Are you being intimately connected with who you are letting through your being? Are you watching every single word that comes out of your mouth? Are you watching every thought that passes through your mind as you walk down the street and observe the people walking by? What are you thinking about them? What are you noticing? Are you glancing at women's breasts or people's facial expressions? Are you thinking about how fit they are? How poor they are? How much potential they have? Are you thinking about how you can help them, how you can love them, how you can support them just by being yourself? Maybe not even communicating directly with them. Are you thinking about how much you love them? Are you allowing yourself to love them unconditionally, compassionately, benevolently, for the sake of human expansion, evolution, discovery? When we're awake, we're conscious, and we have the choice to consciously create the world that we live in. We're all creators. What are we creating? And are we taking into account the whole earth? Are we taking into account our inner calling, the thing, the very thing that will help us in our process of awakening? Or are we ignoring this? Are we listening to it? Are we tuning in? Are we letting that come forth? Are we taking it all in, the sky and the birds and every breath of our life? So I invite you to think on these things and to reflect and to be still and to be awake to the life that you're creating, to the life that you're channeling into the universe, and to think about the generations to come, to think about everybody who's going to be coming after you and what have you contributed to their lives. I was reading about Tolstoy today. He's contributed a lot to the thought process of humanity. What are you contributing to the future generations of your species? How are you helping them or hurting them? What are you keeping from them? And what are you exposing or revealing to them? Who are you allowing yourself to be for the people around you now, for the people who are awake and alive on this planet, breathing and living with you now? Who are you allowing yourself to be for them? Are you complaining, doubting, angry, fearful, smart, clever, intelligent, boastful, driven, gifted, harmonious, loving? What are you being? Cultivate the qualities that you wish to bring into this world. Cultivate the qualities of compassion, of benevolent love, of intelligence, of knowing, not of ignorance, not of confusion, of intelligence, of knowing, of answering, of being the solution, of being the answer, of being the love that someone might feel is lacking from their experience. Activate yourself and your human qualities so fully that people drink you up. Seriously, take into consideration the future generations, all of the generations that will come after you. Think about them. Think about how much more evolved our planet could be right now. Where could we be right now? We could be beyond racism. We could be beyond premature death. We could be beyond disease. We could be beyond poverty. We could be beyond hunger, starvation, cruelty, violence, crime, neglect, abandonment, depression, anxiety, ignorance, self-doubt, fear. We could be beyond all of these qualities, every single one of them. We can be so far beyond all of them. They are only holding us back. They are only handicapping our process of growth, our progress as humanity. Imagine a world where every single human is living as a god, as the most empowered, experienced, enlightened, educated, well-fed, nourished, fit, excited, loving, brilliant, masterful version of themselves. Imagine a world. You can be part of creating this world for you, for us, for ourselves right now, and also for future generations. Imagine if every single human who would ever come before you was fully 1000% committed to this vision. Where could you be right now? There's no blame, but judgment is necessary for human progress. Discernment, understanding, recognition, reflection. Where are we and why? What if we allowed ourselves to become? It's beautiful, it's perfect, it's in the process. But just think where we could be in the future due to your actions right now. What's our vision? Let go of self-limitation. Let go of limiting beliefs. Let go of attachment to fame and wealth and fortune. And what's calling you? What's calling your name? Marcella, Ben, Jonathan. What's calling your name? What's calling you forth? Where's the energy? What problems do you see? They are your responsibility. You created them. We created them together. Let's take accountability. Let's take responsibility. This is our world, and every single thing that goes on this planet is our responsibility. Let's step into spiritual maturity. Let's be mature, upright human beings who take responsibility for what we've done and what we've created. It's brilliant. We've done a lot of amazing things. So let yourself be all that you are. And not just for you, although it's the greatest gift you can give to yourself. It's the greatest gift you can give to humanity. Let yourself be that. Walk yourself through the process. What is the ultimate version that you can imagine yourself to be right now based on your, not circumstances, not physical circumstances, but based on your knowing, based on your awareness of what's right, based on your values, based on your perception of reality of the world at this time, based on your dreams for yourself, but more importantly, based on your dreams for the planet, for humanity. Where do you fit in? How can you fit in? How can you grow into the role that you imagine for yourself? And this can always change, always, always, always refining. But what is it now? What's your role now? The ultimate that you can imagine. Be it, become it, feel it, see it, embody it, act it, speak it, become that. What does that do? What does that person do? What do they say? What energy do they carry? What impact do they have, and why? What are their reasons? What are their motives? And why? So do this. Be the greatest gift to humanity and to yourself, to your own process of evolution and spiritual freedom. And you're set. You'll be good. And you'll have contributed a buttload to the evolution of this race, this human race. Think of it. What makes you speak? What makes you tick? What makes you realize, wow, golden. Those are golden values. Those are golden qualities that that person is possessing. That is brilliant. That is intelligent. That is genius. I'm genius. I want to be that. I want to embody that. What makes you think that you are so great? Because you are. And what allows you to embody that? With freedom, with certainty, with lightness. You are gifted. You are amazing. You are infinitely, oh my fucking God, powerful. Do it, be it, believe it, become it. Do it for us. Do it for humanity. Do it for yourself. And love. Bye, and see you on the other side.